All right, and we are back for another reaction, and today we are continuing the Does It Hold Up series. This is going to be episode 4, I believe. Episode 1, quick rundown. I'm not going to do this every episode, but episode 1 was Rosario Vampire. Episode 2, Soul Eater. Episode 3, Vampire Knight. Episode 4, Aria the Scarlet Ammo. So this is actually episode 5. Reminder of what the Does It Hold Up series actually is. I revisit anime that I saw back when I was first getting into anime in the order that I watched them in. So Rosario Vampire was the first ever anime that I saw. After that, I saw Soul Eater, then Vampire Knight, then Aria the Scarlet Ammo. And today, we are continuing with the fifth anime that I ever saw. And at this point, I had like a little kick of like, well, what if I just check out an anime in order, right? So Aria started with A, and on the pirate site, I just clicked a random B. And today, we are watching Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai. I'm pretty sure that's what it is in Japanese. In English, it's very short. Haganai, I have no friends. I think that's what it is. This series is so I very clearly remember being super obsessed with this series, especially like one character who I thought was the best character and really the only interesting character. Thankfully, she got a lot of love, but I remember very clearly hating hating what the manga or the author, because this was a light novel. I remember very much hating what he did with the series, how he ended it. um he had like a little pissing match with his publishing company. They tried to ask him to end it a certain way, or like I don't know if they just suggested like, can you do something sort of in this area, and he just like blew it all up. He blew it all up. He fricked it all up, man. That ending was horrible. Oh, I don't think anybody enjoyed that ending. I certainly didn't. Like, there was a little glimpse, like, oh, but in the epilogue of the last volume, like, no, dude, it's over. That dude fucked it up. He had gold and he fucked it all up. And it still pisses me off because it was supposed to be an ending with the best character, the only character that I ever found interesting, and I consider her like the only interesting character, the best character, the most kind, the most thoughtful, the funniest. Like, dude, she was awesome, man. Um, like, oh, dude, and like it was set to be her ending, and then the creator, just like had a little pissing match, and he just fucked it all up. He was in his mood, and he's like, you know what, this thing that I wrote, let me destroy it, and it's just frick. Um, but yeah, like I don't want to say the name of the best character here. She's not only like she's not only the best character here in this series. I would argue she's one of the best female characters ever made in anime, and I would argue that to anybody, dude. I don't want to say her name here because I want to remember how she came out. I want to remember if she made like a good impression on me in the beginning. I have like a vague recollection of how episode 1 went. Um, and really, the only thing that comes to mind is I think I remember exactly when she started talking to the main character. I don't remember anything outside of that though, because like I said, she was literally the show. She carried the show on her back, dude. Oh man. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. This is gonna be Haganai. I have no, I don't have many friends, or I have no friends, or Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukanai. All right, this is episode 1. Let's go. The point of it is I want to see if it's still like recommendable, or if it's just like not good compared to anime these days. I know who that is too. But it's just so hard because like some of these are like super like this I would consider oh, there she is. Oh my god. All right, and that was Haganai episode 1, and oh my god, dude, oh my god, it all came come it just came pouring back as I was watching it happen, and it was so good, dude. Knowing exactly what, well, not exactly what happens, but knowing, having like a pretty good recollection of what happens in the future, and then seeing these characters behave the way they do, react the way they do, like, oh, dude, oh my god, this is one of those series where you could do a super super deep dive, introspective into like all these characters, like why they're doing what they're doing, like even like Senna, like what she did, like to, you know, to the layman, I guess, shallow version, it's just like, oh, snobby girl, snobby anime girl offering to step on a guy because that's what snobby anime girls do for some reason. But it, in this case, it was so much more. Like, she didn't enjoy doing that. Other guys enjoyed her doing that, so she just, because that has been like her worldview, like the worldview forced upon her, because it's not like she asked for it. Like, people forced that on, like guys were just like, hey, step on me, step on me, step on me. She kind of naturally developed the idea that like guys like to be stepped on. And so when she wanted to, and she saw that Kodaka was like a good guy, again, she didn't judge him off the bat. She didn't stay away. She was not afraid of him. She wasn't doing anything. She was just like, "Oh, here's another guy, or here's a person. I've heard this about him, but whatever. I'm just gonna react the way I react, you know." And like, she presented that as an offer, like as an extension of friendship, because that's how guys have it, presented to her. Like, that's an extension of friendship. Um, and when she saw that he didn't like that, she's like, oh, okay, I take that back. Like, her little smile or her little blush went away. It's like, oh, I fucked up. That's not how it's supposed to be. I'm not gonna do that anymore. And it's just like, oh, dude, like so many like little nuances like that, and like Yosura's like flip and switch personality, where she behaves one way only around a certain person, and to everyone else like puts up her fangs, and like why she does that, how she does that, when she does that. And it's just like, oh dude, it's all coming back to me, man. I freaking hate the creator for doing what he did. This could have had like the perfect ending. This could have been awesome, man. Like, season 2, I remember being even better than season 1, and season 1 was already good. And damn it, I gotta say, so not only because the writing is so like subtle, it's so subversive, like where if you don't notice it, you're not gonna notice it. At the same time, you're not gonna miss that you didn't notice it, because like it's like super bubbly and super like anime and cliche at the top. And if you actually pay attention, you're gonna get like a lot more, but you're still gonna be able to like enjoy the series if you're just looking at it at face value. And because of that, as well as because like we don't really see this sort of thing anymore, where it's just like these group of losers, like group of normal losers, they just get together and they try to like hash things out and try to like become normal. You get like sort of stuff like that, but then there's like fantasy thrown into it, and eventually it stops being about that, and then it's just something else. But this is like through and through, that's what they want. They want to have friends. They feel left out. They feel secluded, and at the same time, they're afraid of having friends. They're all like, "Well, do I actually want friends? I mean, I've been so alone for so long. I'm so used to being alone. Will I even be a good friend? Do I even want a good friend?" Like all that kind of stuff, and it's just like it's explored throughout the series. And because all of that, and because Senna is in this, Senna, I will argue with anyone, top 5 female anime characters of all time. Senna Kashiwazaki. This, I have to say, this holds up. Episode 5 of this series, does it hold up? Haganai, it does hold up. I would recommend that to anybody, dude. Especially because it has like a sort of like vibe that you don't get in, like anymore. Uh Everything just tries to be like super flashy now, and when it tries to be deep, it just goes like way too hard, and it just becomes kind of like cheesy, and it's like, dude, like, come on. But this is just like the right amount of like cringe, just like people being like unaware but wanting to be aware, and it's just like, oh man. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to say Haganai, it does hold up. Honestly, I kind of want to rewatch the entire series. And shoot, dude, like I might even want to make a video out of this. Like, I don't know if, because this even when it was airing, even when the novels were coming out, it still flew under the radar. So I don't think a lot of people these days have even heard of this series, and it's just like a gold mine of like introspective studies, and it's just like, oh dude, I might want to make a video on this, honestly. um I've been kind of wanting to do like anime videos outside of just the reactions. Like I love doing the reactions, like don't get me wrong, like it's hella fucking fun. But I kind of want to see, I kind of want to like give my takes on certain series, like just present like a long essay on it, and like with like the backdrop of certain scenes of the anime sort of embracing the notions and the proposals of my like what I'm presenting, right? But yeah, okay, so that will do it for this episode of Does It Hold Up? I think this was probably my favorite episode of Does It Hold Up, bro. This is like, this was my first favorite anime, I would have to say. But like, oh dude, it was it's so good. It still holds up, man. It still holds up. But yeah, that was episode 5 of Does It Hold Up? Haganai episode 1. Please like and subscribe for more reactions. I also react to other anime series. Sorry, I'm just still so excited, bro. Like, oh, I think I might actually just rewatch this. But yeah, I also react to other anime series, shows, movies that I'm watching. If that's not your thing, I also stream regularly on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you need some background noise while you do chores, homework, or try to figure out what was your first anime, I'm very good at talking to myself. But if there's always see me, my name's Adam. Thanks for checking out Jupiter Machine, and as always, steal credit cards, hurt your loved ones, plant some flowers. Till next time, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.